Welcome everyone live from Lumberjillville to the first annual Jillies Awards, where we award the best of 2020's women's wrestling figures. Your hosts for this evening are Mayor Aaron, Co-Mayor Alexa, and featuring the Treasurer. The music for tonight is brought to you by royalty-free music downloads. Anyways, let's get this show started! Thank you. So welcome everybody to the first ever Lumberjillville Jilly Awards. So what we're going to do is we're going to award the best of women's wrestling action figures in 2020. And it's quite the show, let me tell you. Now, in the future, as this community grows, I'm going to leave it up to a vote. But this year, I decided in my own opinions, the winners. So if you disagree, I apologize. Comment below who you think should get some of the awards. But the following are just my opinion. Now that being said, let's introduce my co-host for the evening, Co-Mayor Alexa.
Thank you.
Welcome to the award show, Co-Mayor Alexa. By the way, I'm glad you dressed up for tonight. I absolutely love that dress.
I'm just glad to be the star of the show. I mean, I can't believe you went through all the sculpting detail to make the trophy look just like me.
This? Yeah, I spent a lot, and I mean a lot of hours sculpting this trophy to look just like you. Especially because you're the only Co-Mayor Alexa out there. I'm a real modern-day Michelangelo. Anyway, let's get this award show started. So the following categories that we will be awarding the best of women's wrestling figures 2020 for this evening will be Best Accessories, Best Attire, Best Face Scan, Best Basic, and the Best Overall Figure of 2020. Honorable mention to Ultimate Edition Charlotte Flair. Now, I left this out of the other awards because this is an Ultimate figure, and I leave it in a category all on its own. And this figure is tremendous, and it absolutely rules. This is the best Charlotte Flair figure that we have had to date. Now, that being said, let's dive into the regular categories here and see who wins some awards. And the nominees for Best Accessories of 2020. Mae Young, Elite Series 81. Lacey Evans, Elite Series 76. Sasha Banks, Elite Series 83, and Naomi, Elite Series 78. And the winner is Elite 76, Lacey Evans. Now her accessories of the hat, the interchangeable glove hands, the little handkerchief, and then that detachable skirt just make this figure amazing. I'm a display collector, so any accessories that can go on a figure to put them on display and look more lifelike simply puts them over the top. And this figure, in my opinion, with the inclusion of all the different accessories, really pops. And that's why she is this year's winner for the Best Accessories. And the nominees for Best Attire of 2020. Bianca Belair, Elite Series 81. Bayley, Elite Series 80. Ronda Rousey, Elite Series 77. And Chyna, the Elite 2-pack. And the winner is Elite 81, Bianca Belair. I mean, just look at this figure. With this attire, this has to have the most swag of any women's wrestling figure ever released. The jacket is great. And even though it's a little big, I do like that they used cloth. And you can really display it in different ways. And overall, her attire just stands out from the others. And the fact that she makes her own attire is pretty cool, because the amount of detail that they put into the paint application of this attire and unique sculpting in her upper extremity of this attire really makes this stand out. So that's why she wins the Best Attire of the Year. In the nominees for Best Face Scan, we have Liv Morgan from Basic 110. Miss Elizabeth from Elite Series 77. Sasha Banks from Elite Series 83, and Mandy Rose from Elite Series 75. And the winner is Elite 83, Sasha Banks. Now this face scan is the best of the year for many reasons. Sasha Banks is such an important part of the women's division and an integral part of the betterment and the development of the women's division for many years. And she's had a lot of figures along the way, and they have never gotten a face scan that really resembles her. until now. This face scan came out, and honestly, it looks even better in person. You'll have to get this figure and hold it in your hands because it looks just like Sasha in the face. And I think they did a tremendous job, and I absolutely love this face scan. And the nominees for Best Basic of 2020. Liv Morgan from Basic Series 110. Rhea Ripley from Basic Series 114. Carmella from Basic Series 106, Chase version. And Mia Yim from Basic Series 113. And the winner is Basic 110 Liv Morgan. So this year's been a little rough year for the women's basics. They really dumbed down the attire and left a lot of it to not a whole lot of molding, but mostly paint application. But this is one of those instances that these basics can still rule with the paint application as long as it's done right. This figure is striking. Not only is the face scan perfect, but that pink hair really pops, and they did a really good job on the attire, making it really pop out and stand out, especially amongst all the other basics this year. And the nominees for Figure of the Year: Sasha Banks, Elite Series 83. Bayley, Elite Series 80. Io Shirai, Elite Series 79. And Bianca Belair, Elite Series 81. And the Figure of the Year goes to Elite 79 Io Shirai. This figure is stunning. It is flawless. The reason I kept it out of the other categories thus far is, no joke, this would be close to a clean sweep with this figure alone. I mean, the face scan is perfect, spot on, it looks just like her. The entrance jacket accessory looks stunning. I love it's like a pleather type material, it's got straps molded on, and that fur hood makes it pop. Also, her attire has a lot of molded, intricate detail, and I love the color choice. So overall, this figure is by far, to me, the figure of the year. And there have been some awesome elites and some basics released this year. So the fact that this one wins the award just shows how awesome this figure is. Now, congratulations on Elite Series 79 Io Shirai on winning the Lumberjillville Jilly for the figure of the year. This truly is an amazing figure. And in my opinion, Io Shirai is the best professional wrestler out there amongst the men and women right now. Now, before we get on to our next segment and go to Co-Mayor Alexa at the Lumberjillville Theater, let's take you over to the Treasurer.
Hey everyone, Treasurer here. The mayor asked me to go through my collection and pick the #1 men's figure for 2020 to be included in this awesome Jillies Award session. So I went through all my figures. I picked up a bunch this year. And, through them all, there's a lot of great ones. Some honorable mentions that I'd like to talk about are, the Fiend, the Elite Fiend, the whole Legends line, Eddie Guerrero, the Ultimate Warrior, Paul Orndorff, all of those, Jake the Snake, all of those are great mentions for what my top figure would be. However, the one that I'm going to pick may surprise everybody because I haven't done a review on it and it's kind of been in the package ever since I bought it. But I'm going to go open it up today and go over it real quick with you and tell you why I picked it as the 2020 Men's Figure of the Year for the Jillies. And without further ado, the figure I chose is Superstar Billy Graham. This is the first figure he's had in the line, and I'll explain why I chose this as my #1 men's figure for the year 2020. And then I'll kick it back over to Aaron and we'll get on with the show. Thanks everyone. So here is Elite 78 Superstar Billy Graham. I chose this as my Jillies 2020 Male Figure of the Year because it is awesome as an Elite figure. If you sit and think about it, the fact that it comes with 2 heads, a set of hands, the boa, the removable shirt, all of that, and the detail that they paid attention to because this is the first time that it's been in the line, all of that is things that you would find in an Ultimate figure. But we're getting it here in an Elite figure in an Elite price point. So that's why I chose this as my Male Figure of the Year. For a more in-depth review, please stay tuned to the channel as I will be doing a Treasurer Brief Audit or a TBA on this in the future during one of Mayor Aaron's videos. And with that, back to Mayor Aaron and the Jillies.
Thanks for that, Treasurer. Now we're going to go to our correspondent and co-host of the show tonight, Co-Mayor Alexa. She's at the Lumberjillville Theater right now with a special treat for y'all.
I'm here in the Lumberjillville Theater to remind everyone that even though it was a good year for women's wrestling figures, there is still room to grow and improve them. These women's wrestlers deserve the best. They don't deserve what's behind this curtain. I present to you The WAMA's tag title. This Elite 82 accessory that came with Alexa Bliss should have been the best accessory of the year, but since they made a spelling error, it is simply embarrassing. By the way, the worst figure of the year is Basic 111 Nikki Cross. Both versions. Weird scan, bad attire, and is as basic as you can go. Back to you, Mayor Aaron.
Sorry, folks. We try to keep things positive here in Lumberjillville. I honestly didn't know what co-mayor Alexa's surprise was going to be. But she's not completely wrong, to be honest with you. Made some good points. Anyways, thanks for stopping by Lumberjillville on our first ever Jillies Award Show. I hope you had a good time. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and join the community. Have a good night, y'all.